Kane, right? Now, I've done sports bar phone-ins many a time. And
that's right, rub it in.
And it always surprises me when someone phones up and doesn't rate Harry Kane.
You get that a lot, by the way.
But here's the question, why? Because strikers are always measured on their goals. Always. It's the only thing you measure a striker on. Does he score goals? Harry Kane's got, 40 and 63 for England, right? He's going to beat Rooney's 53. We know that. He's going to become probably the great, if he stays at Spurs for the rest of his career, the greatest Spurs goal scorer of all time. He's going to be England's. Why is he doubted by anyone? He's up there. It's always debate, of course, but when you talk about the great number 9s in world football, Lewandowski's in the conversation, you've got Harry Kane, depending on who plays, Ronaldo, depending on where he plays, etc. But he's always in that conversation. Why is that? Why is he underrated? Why do some people doubt Harry Kane?
Honestly, I don't know, because I rate Harry Kane so highly. I mean, in terms of his touch. I mean, last season, and every season, to be fair, he's won, 4 golden boots. Mm-hmm. But every season, people question him. So last season, what does he do? He not only wins the golden boot, he goes and gets assists, wins the assist, whatever award that is, he wins that as well. But it's like, even when he wins the World Cup Golden Boot, people were always trying to pick faults with his game. So he wins the World Cup Golden Boot. Yeah, but he scored 3 penalties. Okay, but penalties are goals.
One come off his heel.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? They're always trying to pick holes in him. Like, should we drop him he had a bit of a barren run at the start of the Euro, just gone, should we drop him? But for someone who's got a goal return like he has, and listen, in front of goal, he is lethal. He's one of the best finishers in the world with both feet. By the way, he's good in the air. Links play really, really well. He is the ultimate number 9. The only thing you'd have to say that he lacks is pace. But he has already shown with his goal return that he doesn't necessarily need that pace.
He's not slow.
He's not slow.
He's not
a burner, though, is he? He's not like a Lukaku or a... But I think technically he's up there with one of the very, very best. Of course, I think he'll go on to beat Wayne Rooney's goal-scoring record with ease. But for whatever reason, I don't understand why. And I'd love for someone to obviously call up and tell us why they don't rate Harry Kane, because he's got the lot.
Is it because... Okay, there's a couple of things that might come into it. One is, when you look at Wayne Rooney, okay, he burst onto the scene at 16. And then from that, we heard great things about him when he was a kid at Everton. Then he scored that unbelievable goal. I think it was on his debut, wasn't it, against Arsenal. Remember the name, Wayne Rooney? Then he went to Man United, big fee. Scored on his debut in the Champions League for United as well. Scored a hat-trick. And then from that moment on, it was like he'd burst on the scene. Harry Kane, he went out on loan to a few different clubs.
Yeah, with Orient, Millwall, Norwich, Leicester.
Okay, and he didn't really do it for Tottenham until a lot later on in his career compared to the likes of Wayne Rooney. So I wonder if that's a factor. I wonder, and it's a serious thing I'm going to say now, I wonder if he looked like David Beckham, if he had long, flowing blonde locks. I mean, I know he's blonde anyway. But, if he looked like a movie star.
If he looked the part.
If he looked the part, right, would people take to him more? Because I can't understand.
But this is my point. And this is what I'm saying. You are trying to find a reason, but we shouldn't have to.
No.
I mean, if you look, like he burst on the scene, I think he looked like 13, 14.
This is Kane, yeah?
This is Kane.
Right.
But from 2014-15 season, he scored 21. And he's been his goal return until now. And this is just league, by the way. He's gone 21, 25, 29, 30, 17, 18, 23.
And he's had injuries in some of those
And he's had injuries. That is phenomenal. Like, phenomenal.
See, I remember when he had that first season, I remember people saying, well, one season wonder. Genuinely, he did it again the following season.
Where he went and scored 21 and then 25.
2 season wonder, okay? Then do you remember it went through a patch where, like, for 3 seasons, he never scored in August, and people were going, he can't score in August.
And he scored 29.
Right. But I need someone to phone up and tell me the reason why you don't rate Harry Kane, or he's not as good as everyone else thinks he is. Because you and I both think he's world class.
If you give Harry Kane a chance, he is lethal. Yeah, and of course, every striker on the planet, including Ronaldo, including Messi, these guys miss chances. But Harry Kane, honestly, in front of goal, with lethal. You look at some of the goals he scored throughout his career, some of the goals he scored last season. He is absolutely lethal. So for me, I'm a big fan of his, and I think he's criminally underrated.
There must be a reason as to why Man City... See, from what we understand, Spurs were at 150 million. Man City came in at 100 and couldn't meet anyway. Let's just say, for the sake of this argument, we're looking at about 125 million. There must be a reason why a club like Man City are willing to part with over £120 million for a player.
Well, there must be a reason why Spurs want to keep a player 150 million, because he's that good.
Yeah. If it's a player that's 28, unbelievable. We saw it with Mbappe, didn't we? So for nearly 200 million, and he can walk away for free in 6 months, which is very bizarre. I don't really understand that one. But someone like Harry Kane, at his age at 28, you're right, an offer comes in for over 100 million, and Spurs turn that money down to keep him for another season at least.
I don't get it. I need someone to tell me, because I rate him really, really highly.
Is it because he's not won anything? Could that be a reason why people don't rate him?
Maybe, potentially.
But why? But I don't get the connection. I really don't get the connection.
Like, you'd have to say up until this point, when he's been in finals and been in like major games, he's yet to deliver. You'd have to say that's a fact.
Right.
Champions League
I think
final.
that was a fact the other day where they were having a conversation about Ronaldo and Kane.
Well,
and I think
in finals,
it was 20. I think it was 22 goals Ronaldo scored and none Harry Kane.
Ronaldo's played him more, but I would trust Ronaldo in finals over most people because he delivers. But as I said, with his goal return and what he does and the way he's played and how good he was last season, I don't see how you can't. Like, no one could come on the phone and say to us, Harry Kane's not very good. That's one thing they can't say because that's ridiculous.
Very bizarre. 08717 233 We'll take calls, and it's Scott. He's a Man United fan. He's just called up. Maybe he's got the answer. Hello, Scott. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm very well, thank you. Are you one of these people? If you were in a pub with me and we were talking about Harry Kane, and I said, Scott, do you rate Harry Kane? What would you say?
To a certain extent, yeah. He's good. I wouldn't say he's world class.
You wouldn't say he's world class?
The reason he's no Ronaldo, he's no Messi. The reason being...
Yeah, but who is Ronaldo or Messi?
Break down his game. What's that, sorry?
Yeah, but who is Ronaldo or Messi?
You're naming two arguably of the greatest players ever to play the game.
Because they score in... If you look at their game record and how many goals they actually score in, how many games they score in, so they're not missing games where they're not scoring in. If you go through Tottenham's games where Harry Kane hasn't scored and the amount of points they've dropped, if he was a world-class striker, he'd be scoring and they'd be turning those 1 points into 3 points. Maybe Tottenham might have won something, but he ain't going to win anything at Tottenham.
Well, I don't think that's necessarily down to him in terms of them not winning anything. But of course, I've said and we've said before in finals, he's yet to deliver. He's played in a number of finals and he's yet to deliver. But he's still one of the best centre forwards in the world. If you look at his goal return, now we always say that the Premier League is arguably the most competitive league in the world, the hardest league in the world, and he's won 4 golden boots in that time. He's on the verge of becoming England's record goal scorer. He's 13 away, so I think he's going to break it. That you can't tell me he's not world class.
He's not world class. He's a very, very good player. He's just below world class.
Scott, let me ask you, just to get your measure.
Yeah.
You're a United fan. Name United's, apart from Ronaldo, because we know he is. Name United's world class players, past and present.
Rooney, for his game, his all-round.
I'd agree
game.
with that.
Right. Well, if Harry Kane overtakes Rooney's record, does Harry Kane become world class?
Yeah, but let me put it to you this way: he plays 38 games in a season. Yeah.
He played what? Sorry.
You play 38 games in the league.
Mm-hmm.
You score in 15 of those games and score 25 goals. What about the other 23 games that he doesn't score in?
He assists because he obviously he won the assist record last season, so he's obviously still contributing some way.
He's not assisting in all 38 games, Darren, is he?
Yeah, but he's still scored over 20. He's won the Golden Boot and he had 15 assists or something.
So for you to consider Kane world class, he needs to assist and score in every game.
I'm not bothered about the assists. I want him to score more goals in more individual.
More goals. Hold on. How many did he get last season, Benny?
He got in the league. He got 23, right. 33 in total,
and no one got more than him in the league. So you want him to score more than no one got more than?
I want him to score more game-winning goals. I don't want him to score 2 goals when they're 3-0 up. Yeah, I want him to score 2 goals when it's 1-0.
What about when Messi and Ronaldo get hat tricks? Do you not want them to score the second and third? Does it not matter?
Not as much, really. Me personally, I think the golden boot should be in how many games you score in. Like Nistelrooy, how many games would he go consistently scoring in? Jamie Vardy.
So are you putting Jamie Vardy ahead of?
Great question.
Of Harry Kane.
No, I've not got him ahead of Harry Kane.
Okay, let me ask you this: is Harry Kane the best number 9 in the Premier League
at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment.
Yeah.
He is.
But he's not world class. You can be good. You can be the best at your game.
So are you saying there's not one world class number 9 in the Premier League?
Not better than. There's no. Well, there's Ronaldo. Who he's come back. He's going to be world class.
Yeah, but that's it. There's no apart from Ronaldo. There's not a world class number 9 in the Premier League.
Well, you name me.
No, I'm asking you. There is no right or wrong. I'm just asking you for your view. In your opinion, there's not a world class number 9 in the Premier League.
No.
Oh, see, I think there's a couple.
Yeah,
I think if you talk about
Scott.
forwards, Kane for me is world class. I think Lukaku's world class. Salah is 100% world class. I think Ronaldo is just obviously he's world class. I think Cavani has been. I'm not calling him a has been, by the way. I'm not disrespecting.
No, I know
him.
that.
Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying
has been world class.
He has been world class. You know what I mean?
We know that.
But To say that Harry Kane, but this is my point. You're going to get more people saying that about Kane. And I don't get it.
And what does he need to do? Maybe you got the answer. 08717223344. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Darren Bain on Drive on talkSPORT with WeBuyAnyCar.com. Sell your car in 3 simple steps.